Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing some sardine pows. This is going to be perfect for this Easter, and this one, trust me, it was really delicious. It may sound weird, but trust me, it's going to be delicious. Everyone that tasted it told me how much they loved it. So let's jump straight into this recipe. Let me show you how easy this one is to make. We're going to start with a skillet on medium heat, and I'm adding in oil. Now for this, I'm going to be using two flavors of the New Brunswick sardine fillets, the smoky flavor and the tomato and basil. I'm going to add in some onions, and yes, my oil wasn't where I wanted it to be. Some sweet peppers, salt. I'm also going to go in with some chopped celery and scallions, or as we say in Trinidad, saif. In goes minced garlic, and saute until everything is tender and fragrant. Once tender, go in with chopped cabbage and mix that in. Now I'm using a very soft Chinese cabbage, but if you're using a firmer cabbage, make sure and cook it until it feels tender. But if you wanted the cabbage crunchy in your pow, of course, cook it to the texture that you would like. Now all we have to do is open our 2 tins of sardine and empty it directly into the pot. These sardines come cleaned and they're ready to use right out of the tin. So it takes and it makes life a breeze if you're a busy person, or if you're a working mom and you just want to get dinner or lunch on the table really quickly. So I'm going to break that up into the veggies, and of course break it up as chunky or as fine as you like. Now you'd want your heat to be on a medium high at this point, because we want to dry out any moisture that this has. I just went on with some lemon juice and give it a mix. Now once it's finished, taste and adjust your salt, and then set this aside to cool down. While that is cooling down, let's make our dough. So to my flour, I'm using all-purpose flour. I'm going in with salt, yeast, baking powder, sugar, a pinch of baking soda, and here I have milk, and I'm adding in some oil. I'm using my Danish dough hook just to mix the dry ingredients. I'm adding in all of my wet mixture at once. Now when you're measuring the flour for this recipe, please pack the flour into the cup. You don't want it loose, because you want to get the correct measurements of dry to wet. So give that a mix and start bringing it together. You see how it looks shaggy? Now I'm going to go in with my hands. And now we're going to knead this to bring it together into one dough ball. If you need more liquid, of course you can add a drop, but you don't want to add too much for this to get too soft. So you're looking for a medium soft consistency. I'm going to knead it until it's very smooth, and then I'll drizzle some oil. When it's into a ball, pat that on both sides, and then we're going to cover and allow this to rest for 15 minutes. A trick is putting it into your oven with a cup or a bowl of boiling hot water. It cooks really quickly. Once it's done, it's time to break the balls to make the pows. You guys see how nice and soft my dough is? So I'm making these about 2 inches in diameter. You want them really small. If you make the dough balls bigger, you're going to get large pows, but I'm going for more of a smaller pow, a bite size. So I'm going to open these to about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches in diameter. The bigger you make them, as I say, the more filling you'll have to put, and the bigger your pows are going to be. So you just want to open them out evenly, and then taking a tablespoon of your filling, place it on the inside, and then you're going to bring up the sides, and you're going to make that pow. You just want to close it really well. And I'm going to make these seam side down. And that's all you have to do to fill them and prepare them. Once they're nice and round, I'm placing them in my bamboo steamer. And I'm going to continue making the rest. Once they're done, cover and place it over a pot of boiling water. You want it to be on a rapid boil. And we're going to cook this for 20 minutes. And once it's done, they're going to puff up and look how beautiful they look. I suggest serving these while they're hot or warm. And how easy was that? Now you notice some of them look a little crinkly. That's because I did not put enough filling in there. So when you're making it, make sure you want your balls to be really tight. Don't let it have a lot of air in there. And in that way you have a really nice rounded pow. So I'm going to cut into it so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. But everyone that tried these loved them. And I hope you guys give it a try and let me know what you think. You see, it's cooked and it's perfect. So delicious. So comment down below, let me know what you think. Try it, let me know what you think. Switch up your fillings and try different flavors of the sardine. Thank you guys for joining me today. Have a happy Easter and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.